What up, y'all? What's going on? What's going on? Let me know if you guys can hear me. Happy hump day, baby. Happy hump day. Happy hump day. It don't feel like no Wednesday, though. Okay, hold on. Let's see. Hump day. Okay, y'all can't hear me because I can hear myself. What's up? What's up, LLE? What's going on? Hey, Miss Lori. I see you, Miss Janetta. What's up, Kels? What's up? Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm glad you are here. I'm glad that you are here. Listen, y'all. So, they have started. So, we getting ready to get started because, child, today is going to be very interesting, okay? Yesterday, we had Capricorn Clark testifying. I think Capricorn Clark, I think she cooked Diddy up. I think she cooked Diddy up a nice meal. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like Capricorn Clark gave it to him yesterday with her testimony. So we're most definitely going to get into and get caught up. Y'all know how I like to start just a little bit behind from them just so that we can, you know, have something to catch up to. And plus, I'm going to show y'all what Capricorn Clark looked like yesterday in court. What's up, CC? What's going on? Hey, Gina. Hey, Mia. Hey, IPV. What's up, y'all? Off the subject of Diddy, if I can only join one, would you suggest YouTube or Patreon? I say Patreon is always better to join Patreon. And the only reason why I say that is, and just so y'all know, I pay a fee, or you know, you have to pay a fee on Patreon as well. But the only reason why I say Patreon is because Patreon gets to see like reactions to certain things. Like I'll post a review to Housewives with me actually watching it in real time, giving a review, or some show. I thought about going back doing it to the Parkers and stuff like that. So if you want that type of content as well, it's always better to just join Patreon. I know that was a long drawn out explanation, but and also too, if you've never joined Patreon, I think that you get either the year for 60% off, or you get the first month for 60% off. So yes, join Patreon, honey. Hey, Miss Felicia. Hey, Bama girl. What's going on? Hey, y'all. Hey, Symmetry. What's up? Happy hump day, y'all. Happy hump day. All right. So, y'all, just real quick. I think that this is so funny. So, I had posted a video this morning. Mind y'all, I did that. I recorded, or I went live around, I think it was around 4:50 this morning, like 5 o'clock. It was really early. So somebody just left in the comments talking about, Why do you repeat yourself 3 or 4 times? Y'all know what my response was? I'm grown, girl. If I were to repeat myself 3 or 4 more additional times, I will. Calm down, lady. Calm down. We ain't. Don't do that. Don't do that. Shoes. Don't do that. Just enjoy the content. And if I do it too much, then tune out, baby. Find somebody else to listen to. Cause girl, you tried it. Anyway. So this is day 11. We have the LA Police Department. I know they said we have an arson specialist or arson arson investigator. Okay. And then, baby, if you go look at the comments, that's what my petty self did. I repeated myself. I literally I literally repeated myself in the comments like 3 or 4 more additional times. Cause who you think you playing with? Like, no. Hey Liddy, see that's the thing about one thing y'all need to know about Capricorns is we could be very shady and petty, honey. Always remember that, baby. We will match your pettiness. Well, actually, we don't match your pettiness. We give you more petty. More petty. That's exactly what I did. Oh, cause like, don't play with me. Anyway, let's give a recap on Capricorn Clark's testimony, and then we'll jump in what's going on today. Hey Q, what's going on, everybody? I'm okay. Shout out to the mods being in the house. I see the mods. Hey, come on, mod squad. I see y'all a little heavy this morning. All right, so let me see here. Let me go ahead and reduce this. I should have done this already, but I actually started earlier than I anticipated. Just so we can get the. All right, there we go. So I can see the chat too, cause baby, I ain't playing with the people today. And actually, let me just go ahead and set a rule. Mods, I really don't mind people having a difference of opinions, but what happened yesterday was ignorant to me. I went back and I looked at Nightbot's comments because you know, even if you time somebody out or block them or whatever, I can still see their comments on the Nightbot app. Hey Demi, what's going on? And I was very aggravated. One thing I'm not gonna ever do over here is I get that Diddy is not on trial for DV. I get that 100%. But what you're not gonna do is come over here and make light of something that I just feel like I don't know. I felt like it was more than just a difference of opinion. And I could be wrong. I could be wrong, but it gave me more than just a difference of opinion. It gave me you trolling. It gave me you were giving a lot extra that wasn't needed, and I just felt like it was super disrespectful. So over here, I am one that tends to believe victims. After losing 3 sisters to DV, I believe victims. Okay. If you were not here, or if you did not hear the testimony of the forensic psychologist or psychologist, whatever she was, then you should go back and listen to it. If you feel like Cassie is not a victim, or you feel like none of these people are victims, you should go listen to that. Because everything that we have seen Cassie do, or everything that we've heard, such as her staying and such as her, you know, doing whatever he wants her to do, like all of those things were talked about. How, you know, you can't leave because you're wondering what's going to happen to you financially. All of those things are taken into consideration when you trying to leave a situation like this. So I just want to say, I don't want the super disrespectful shit over here. Like, I don't. I'm liable to cuss you out. Okay? I'm just letting you know, because I just find it to be disgusting. I find it to be y'all. I always say, look at it as if one of your loved ones was in this situation. So somebody that you love down to the ground, especially being a female in your family, like, think about it like that. You don't want, like, I don't know, maybe I'm on a different realm of it. Maybe I'm on a different realm of it, but I don't like it. I don't like it. And I think, again, as women, as y'all being women really have to rally around other women. I don't understand why y'all don't want to rally around other women. I don't get it. And I know y'all probably gonna be mad at me talking this gay nigga up here talking about women rallying around each other. Well, listen to me, because I'm talking to you, and I'm talking to you good this morning. Right? And I think when we have situations like this, it really goes to show who is real and who ain't real about themselves. Like, it shows all of those things. So I just had to say that, because yesterday I was kind of pissed, but I don't know if y'all could tell that I just kept trying to keep going, because, again, I'm covering this because I've always kept up with Diddy and all of his shenanigans and the things that he does. But also, too, it's dear to me because, again, I have lost people to DV. And again, I know he's not on trial for DV, but it's just something I'm not going to play with over here on my channel. And I just want y'all to know that. And if I see it, I'm getting you out of here. I'm escorting you out of here, because I don't want to violate you with the tongue. All right. So that's where I'll leave that at. Good morning again to everybody. What's up, Lady D? I see you, Creole girl. Demi is in the house. Cece is in the house. I see y'all. What's going on? All right. So I want to just kind of go over Capricorn Clark. If you guys can see, that is Capricorn Clark. All right. This is Capricorn Clark. All right. And she is the ex-assistant. Remember that she worked for him, and then she no longer worked for them. She got terminated for taking a vacation that was, I guess, unapproved or whatever. And then she started working for Cassie. So we're just gonna kind of refresh everybody's memory, and then again we'll get into what's going on today. All right, let's see. Read more takeaways for yesterday's proceedings here. All right, so let's get into it. Okay. A former employee of Sean Diddy, Combs, testified Tuesday that Combs threatened to unalive rapper Kid Cudi after learning that the fellow musician was dating his ex, or dating Cassie Ventura. Capricorn Clark, who worked for Combs and his companies off and on from 2004 to 2018, offered the dramatic details to begin the third week of testimony in the Sean federal racketeering and ex-trafficking trial. Combs has pleaded not guilty. The first week of testimony, so this kind of gives us a little bit of what's going on. So I'm here for it. Okay, so for the first week of testimony in the trial, was defined by testimony from Ventura, Cassie Ventura, who said that Combs physically abused her and coerced her into ex parties known. Girl, not you just do this ghetto thing up here. I'm trying to read, girl. And when I'm on a roll, don't interrupt me. Ugh. The first week of testimony in the trial was defined by testimony from Ventura, who said that Combs physically abused her and coerced her into ex parties known as freak-offs. during their relationship. The second week of testimony largely consisted of witnesses who told parts of her story and kind of corroborated her story in some ways, did not, including Kid Cudi. Cudi testified that his house was broken into and his Porsche was destroyed by, the fall and the explosion. After Combs learned that he and Ventura were dating, Combs denied any involvement in the car's destruction following the incident. Cudi said that he did not believe Combs' denial. Prosecutors have argued Combs and some in his inner circle used threats, violence, drugs, bribery, arson, kidnapping, and lies to coerce Ventura and another woman into participating into freak-offs and to protect the music mogul's reputation. Now, can I say something? Y'all know what I have not heard? Y'all know what I haven't heard? Y'all know that there was a period in time where everybody was talking about how Diddy was having these extravagant parties after or during, having these parties at his house or whatever, and all these alleged freak-offs take place. But Ventura testified that the freak-offs only included, most of the time, I mean, that's what we've heard, her, Diddy, and whoever the escort or whoever they're hiring, right? So I was just trying to figure out, like, we ain't heard that. We ain't heard that not in nobody's testimony that, all these, alleged things happen. Now, maybe they're not saying that to protect other people, but I don't know what y'all think about that, because we ain't heard nothing about it. What's going on, Tracy? Where's Andre? I have no clue. If Pam live, I'm sure she probably over there with Pam, or I don't know if Pam is live. I didn't check before I went live. Chef, can you read about the makeup for the jury? I want to see how you feel about it. Where is it at? Can you send it to me? Hey, Shay and only Shay, what's going on? Creole girl, what's up, y'all? All right. So the defense has acknowledged that Combs was violent with romantic partners, and during opening statements said that he had a bit of a different ex-life. They also said that while Combs is a very flawed individual, he has not committed the alleged federal crimes. Sorry, y'all. Oh my gosh. Oh, there go Andre right there. Baby, wait a minute. Now we spoke her up, honey. I think Diddy was having crazy ex party after his parties, but it wasn't a freak off. I think he used them to blackmail other people in the industry, which is probably, I guess, kind of why we ain't hearing nothing about them. I don't know. I think that's crazy, though. I think it's crazy that we ain't heard anything. All right. Clark, the former assistant, testified about Combs' violent reaction to learning that Ventura and Cudi were dating in late 2011, further detailing an incident that was previously recounted on the stand by Ventura and Kid Cudi. Clark testified that in December of 2011, Combs showed up to her house between 5 and 6 a.m. and began banging on her door. When she opened it, she noted that he was holding a pow and was furious, honey. As he entered her home, he asked about Kid Cudi. She said, "Get dressed. We're going to unalive this nigga." Clark said Combs told her that, okay? And he said he ain't really give a F what you want to do, because you finna get dressed and you going down here and showing me where Kid Cudi stay at, okay? Clark said that they drove to Kid Cudi's house, and Combs and his security guard entered the home. Meanwhile, she stayed in the car and called Ventura to tell her what was happening and heard Kid Cudi in the background. Clark said that she urged Cassie to stop Kid Cudi from returning to his house. Clark testified. Now, it is important that we keep that in mind and keep these accounts in mind, because the police officer who showed up to Kid Cudi's house did testify already, or he is currently on the stand. We got a super chat. Thank you so much, Barry, for your super chat. You know what? Since we doing that, let me do this. Thank you so much for your super chat. Thank you. Now listen, y'all can send lunch monties however y'all feel the need. Okay, I am gonna set up the catch up and all that stuff will be in the chat. Super chat, super stickers I'm also grateful for too as well. Okay, but I appreciate this because these videos don't get monetized. Maybe they strip it right when I go off live. I think celebrities was willingly taking rugs and willingly cheating, and they didn't want. Okay, that's what I'm thinking too, because ain't nobody saying nothing about it. And if that was the case, why? Why ain't nobody saying nothing about it? Because some of y'all were making it seem like it was forced, but I mean, we ain't hearing about it, so it makes me wonder. It just makes me wonder. All right. Clark said that she told Ventura and Cudi was going to come get himself unalived if he confronted Combs. A short time later, Clark said that Cudi pulled up next to Combs' Escalade outside his home and then accelerated away. Combs' vehicle followed in pursuit, she said. It felt like forever, but couldn't have been longer than a minute. Clark testified about the car chase. Cudi was able to drive away, Clark said. Back to Combs' house, Combs told her that she and Ventura needed to convince Cudi not to tell the police and get them involved in the break-in, Clark said. If you guys don't convince him of this, I will unalive you MFers, Combs told her, according to Clark. She later told Ventura and Cudi about the threat to remain silent. Sometime after, Ventura and Clark returned to Combs' home, where she said she witnessed Combs physically A-wording Ventura. Clark testified that she and the security guard stood by as Combs repeatedly kicked Ventura, adding that Combs threatened to hit Ventura if she intervened. Hello to that lady from yesterday. During her emotional testimony, Clark often patted her eyes with tissue. She seemed to avert her eyes from Combs, but as she was leaving the courtroom during a midday break, she looked over toward his direction, clenching her jaws, and nodded. Child, hey, Sweet Jane. Sent it to you on IG. Okay. Oh, I see it. What? I was looking at the last thing you sent before that. I was about to say that is not what that is. Okay. Multiple alleged threats from Combs. Clark is the third former Combs personal assistant that has taken the stand so far in this trial. Like the other assistants, Clark testified that she worked grueling hours under Combs, occasionally got rugs for him and prepared or cleaned his hotel rooms. Clark worked as Combs' personal assistant from 2004 to 2006, the marketing director for Sean John's Women's, and then global brand director from 2007 to 2012, and Ventura's creative director from 2016 to 18. She also said that she was threatened by Combs and people around him multiple times. Now, this was crazy. On her first day, Clark said that Combs took her to Central Park with his security guard at night and brought up her former employment with Death Row Records, which was founded by Combs' rival, Marion Suge Knight. He told me that if he didn't, he told me that he didn't know that I had anything to do with Suge Knight, and if anything happened, he would unalive me, Clark testified. In another instance, Clark said that she was questioned for hours by security guards, had her apartment searched, and took a polygraph test when Combs accused her of stealing diamond jewelry, honey. She was taken to a vacant office building to take a polygraph test for 5 consecutive days, and the man administering the test said that if she failed, he was going to throw her in the East River. Now, one thing she also did testify that y'all didn't include in here is she said that man had a big ass back. Okay? She said that man had a big ass back and that he was 5 times bigger than her. Don't leave that out of there. Okay? He had a big ass back. Okay? Listen, can you guys please hit the like button? Again, I can't imagine you've been over here listening to this content and not hit the like button. There's so many people talking about this. So please hit the like button because I'm grateful that you're here. All right. So, that was crazy. Anyway, in the summer of 2006, she told Combs' chef that I hate it here. And the chef relayed the comment to Combs. Combs then charged her and began pushing her repeatedly, told her to get out of his house. He pushed her about 30 yards using about 75% of his force, Clark said, until a security guard intervened. Clark testified that she left the job after that incident. After the incident involving Kid Cudi, Clark said that Combs angrily asked why she didn't tell him about Ventura and Kid Cudi's relationship. Clark estimated Combs threatened her about 50 times between December 2011 to the following summer. Clark also said that in early 2012, she spoke with a human resource employee at Bad Boy Records and Harvey Pierre, the label's former president, about how Combs wanted to unalive Kid Cudi and beat Ventura. She said that Pierre told her it was crazy, but it was going to be okay. Clark testified that she was fired several months after that conversation. Also in 2012, when arson investigators reached out to her to make a statement, but about the incident involving Kid Cudi's vehicle, Clark said that she hung up the phone, child. I wanted this thing to be over, she testified. Clark testified that she met with Combs' attorneys just last year and discussed the possibility of working for him again. Interesting, right? Yeah, don't leave out that big back. I wonder if that was Gene. Oh, you think so? You think so, LLE? You think it was Gene? It could be a possibility. While Clark was on the stand under cross-examination, Combs' attorney Mark asked her to confirm that she was told that she told the lawyers, at the April 2024 meeting that Combs wouldn't be in this mess if he had kept her around. She acknowledged that she probably said something like that as they discussed the possibility of her returning to work for him as chief of staff. Clark testified that she told them she wanted her life back. Clark testified that she couldn't get a job in the industry after she was fired in 2012 and recalled having a meeting with executives from Interscope Records that she thought was a possible employment. Instead, Clark said that she was told that if you do not leave Combs alone, it is not going to end well for you. Ain't that something? You thinking you going for a job interview and they get them telling you that you better leave Combs alone. Child. The judge sustained a defense objection for her response, meaning that the jury cannot consider that statement in their judgment. Under redirect, I think that's something. I think that's something to be said. Under redirect questioning from the prosecution, Clark testified that she continued to look for work through 2015, but was unable to find a new job in the industry because she was blacklisted. Her response was also struck from the record after the judge sustained a defense objection. Clark said that she wasn't able to find steady work in the entertainment industry, so she began working in consulting. At this level of business, Combs told all he holds all of the power as it relates to me, Clark testified. Still, Clark said that she learned a lot of stuff from Puff, noting that the situation was very complicated. Toward the end of her cross examination, Clark broke into sobs as she looked at emails that she sent to Combs in 2014 and 15, asking him to forgive her. The email is me pleading, like, dude, let it go, she said. Child. No, it wasn't Gene. Oh, okay. Okay. Shout out to 74 of y'all up in the chat today, honey. Please hit that like button. Okay. I appreciate it. All right, so now we got I promise y'all we finna catch up, but we gotta talk about the jury real quick. All right. He is going to jail for the rest of his life. Ooh. Okay, here we go. Now, this was sent to me by Tracy just now, so we're gonna get into it. All right. As testimony, now this is from ABC News. As testimony begins in okay. Now, again, y'all, this article's from May the 12th, so that people won't come in here saying, but we getting to know the jury, okay? As testimony begins in Sean Diddy Combs' criminal trial, his fate is in the hands of the jury that represents the city that allowed Combs to rise from working class riots to the pinnacle of global cultural fame. 12 New Yorkers are sworn in as jurors along with 6 alternates who do not yet know of their alternate status on Monday. Again, this is an older article. The jurors range from the ages of 30 to 74 with an average age of 52 and come from across the Southern District of New York, including 5 jurors from Manhattan, 3 from the Bronx, and 5 from Westchester. 8 of the jurors are men and 4 are women. Each juror has some kind of college degree, including 2 master's degrees and 1 PhD. The jurors work in a diverse array of fields with an architect and scientist sitting alongside a deli clerk and massage therapist. Okay. With allegations about Combs well publicized in the past year, at least 7 of the jurors said that they heard about the case before they arrived for the jury selection last week, though they each vowed to remain unbiased and rely only on the evidence presented at the trial. All right. So here we go. 12 jurors. We have the male massage therapist. He works as a massage therapist, has a BFA in acting, and lives alone in Manhattan. He told the judge overseeing the case that an immediate family member was a victim of DV, but the experience was not biased. The experience was not biased as to him being a juror. Okay. How old was he? 69. Oh wow. Okay. 69. Wow. Hey, Terry. Hey, Carla. Hey, everybody. Hey, Alicia. Shout out to y'all for being here. Okay, so we have a male 31-year-old investment analyst. Okay. He works as an investment analyst, lives in Manhattan, and is an active member of his church. Oh, hallelujah. While he vowed to be a fair jury. He flagged that he has a moral objection to capital punishment. He said that he saw the video of Combs A-wording his former girlfriend, Cassie Ventura, and is aware of the allegations against Combs. I mean, one thing I knew about these jurors is that they seen this stuff because, I mean, how could they not? How could they not? Male 51, he's a scientist. He has a PhD in molecular biology and works as a scientist. He told the judge overseeing the case that he is vaguely aware of the allegations against Combs on the news reports. Female, who is a 30-year-old deli clerk. She works as a deli clerk, generally doesn't watch the news, and lives with her family in the Bronx. She said that she enjoys listening to hip hop music and reggae. I would like to know the races of these people. I'm sorry, but I'm just keeping it all the way 1,000. I'm just keeping it all the way a buck. Okay. I would like to know the races of these people. I do think that this 69-year-old is like, 41, 68, 68, retired. I don't know. 74, 74, 71. Nonprofit employee. She works for a dance nonprofit, lives with her spouse in Manhattan, and enjoys classical music. A 24-year-old site operator. 35-year-old unemployed. Very interesting. 74. My God. Yeah, they normally do get retired people because they got time. But 74. Okay. I really don't have no thoughts. Like I think the range is a little like weird, but I don't feel no way it's tied. I think that thing said 30 to something, 30 to 69 or 30 to 60. Let me go back up here. It said something about 30 to 60. That ain't the truth though. 30 to 74. Y'all got a juror that's 24 years old. The hell y'all talking about 34? Yeah. What the hell they talking about 34? I don't know. 74 is a reach, y'all. I'm sorry. It's a reach. The older jury is better for the state. They will look at the evidence and not be swayed by Diddy's celebrity status. Well, I also don't think that the people who were in the range of like their 40s, 50s, maybe 60s is okay, but 74. I know you. Well, I'm not gonna say that, but they could probably. You know what? Tracy, I'm not going there. I'm not doing it. I will not offend the people today. But yeah, I think all of them have seen and heard what happened. I mean, how could they not? How could they not? It was literally everywhere. All right. Let's go ahead and catch up on where we are today. Okay, that was Capricorn Clark. Tracy, what's your questions? I'm here to hear what your questions are. I'm definitely into whatever your questions are. And for the daily worker, Diddy can definitely get to a deadly worker. You know what? I'm not. I was just wondering. I'm I'm kind of wondering how some of these people who have already testified. I'm just wondering, is y'all gonna be all right? I know they got security guards and stuff for the victims, but what about these people who testified? They gonna be all right? Y'all think they're gonna be all right, or y'all think they got a little something to worry about? I don't know. I think they got a little something to worry about, in my opinion. All right, here's who is expected to testify today. Prosecutors said that they plan to call 4 witnesses today: a Los Angeles Police Department officer, a Los Angeles fire department investigator, which is, I believe, the arson investigator is what they're calling it as well. Deonte Nash. Now, let me just tell y'all something briefly about Deonte Nash. So while I was looking for some pictures and stuff of him, like we in the early hours this morning, I couldn't find none. Why? Because he has deleted his Instagram. Now, I don't know why he deleted his Instagram, but he's a stylist. He works with some of the, he works with Sierra. He was best friends with Cassie Ventura. Not only was he friends with them, but I think he was friends with a couple of these reality girls. But as far as like the big name girls, Victoria Monet, Sierra, I think I seen him with Jasmine Sullivan and a couple of other people. So he absolutely what's your questions, Tracy? See, I can't with Tracy, y'all. I cannot. What's your questions? So yeah, that's about Deonte or Deonte, whatever. Deonte, I think is his name. But again, he deleted his page. And a woman named Mia, who was one of Sean's former assistants. Now they're saying that that's an alleged victim, and so they've been going under the alias that Mia is an alias. He still has some images over there. When I go try, maybe he got me blocked. You think he got me blocked? Let me go see. Hold on. He might got me blocked then. Because when I try to go to his page, it say keep searching because ain't shit there. Okay, hold on. See, it's not even in the search engine anymore. Let me go over here. Yeah, I'll take Nash. Oh yeah, he must got me blocked. See? Hold on. Let me show y'all. I ain't did nothing to that man. I don't even know him. Look. See? And if I go back, that's his name on Instagram. Baby, he got me blocked. I ain't even know it looked like this if somebody got you blocked. Do it look like that? Somebody got to send me screenshots. He got me blocked. I promise you I don't know this man. I don't know this man at all. At all. And again, I didn't see his stuff until I didn't see his page until yesterday. And then when I tried to go get his pictures, I noticed that it said this. Oh, he blocked me, honey. Well, it says, hold on, let me go back. Right here. Oh, that's why you can't see it. Hold on. See right here, if I click his Instagram page, and it takes me to this. It doesn't look like that when I was blocked. Yeah, I don't know. I guess so, Lee Child. I don't know what I did to that man. I don't even know that man. I don't know him. I'm getting the same thing as you. Okay, so I ain't blocked. I ain't blocked. That man deleted his page right before he getting ready to testify. That's what I think happened. That ain't no shade, no tea. But I think he deleted his page right before he testified. Now I can't believe it, LLE. She must be on. She must be on. She must be on a. You know that man. You know that man LLE. Cause we don't know him. I think you know him. I think you know him. I think you know that man. I think you know that man. Dang it, I can't. Okay. Here we go. Okay, that's his name over there. Let me see. Yeah, that's him. That's him. Working with 7-7. But yep, when you go, it say no post yet. That man deleted his page, y'all. Mm-hmm. Alerts. How is you still seeing stuff though? Cause I'm now, Chef, tell the truth. Tell the truth about what? I don't know that man. I don't know that man. I don't be knowing these people. I don't be knowing these people. I really don't ever have a problem saying I know somebody. I don't know that man. He ain't got no reason to block me. Okay. See, I saw those images on Google, but I could not. Once you click on visit site, then it's no longer there anymore because his page don't exist. But you do see these pictures on Google, so let me show you. Back images. See his Instagram images come up. You see them? It got the Instagram. But then once you click it, that's what it say. Mm-hmm. So I guess his Instagram page is it ain't just me. All right. Let's get back into this. All right, let's. And shout out to everybody being in the house. I appreciate y'all. Shout out to y'all. Cause we in this thing. All right. Prosecutors and defense attorneys are discussing some issues before the jury arrives. Okay. Prosecutors and defense attorneys debated this morning whether Deonte Nash, a friend of Cassie Ventura, who is slated to testify this morning, should be permitted to testify that Ventura told him about the freak-offs or the Rug Fuel X performances allegedly orchestrated by Sean Diddy Combs. Prosecutor Marine said that Nash recalls that Ventura told him that she didn't want to leave her 29th birthday party to have a freak off with Combs. According to the prosecutors, Ventura told Nash that he's making me freak off on my birthday. The judge said that he'd rule making sure before before he takes the stand. Now, the defense argued that the jury should hear the testimony from Nash because it didn't come up during Cassie's testimony, and that she's unavailable to recall to the stand by the defense. Ventura testified that Combs came to her 29th birthday party and insisted that they leave the party to have a freak off, even though she said that she didn't want to do it. All right, so the jury is entering the room. The prosecution calls Los Angeles police officer Christopher Inglesio. That ain't Inglesio. Anyway, we're gonna call him Chris. Shit. We're gonna call him Chris. Hell. Yeah, he deleted or closed the account. That's what I thought. That's what I thought, honey. That's what I thought. Because I'm like, what I do to you for you to block me? Huh? What I did to you? What I did to you, sir? All right, here we go. Let's bring the jury in. All rise. The government calls LAPD officer Christopher. Witness takes the stand. Do you swear to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God? Yes. What is a radio call? Someone calls 911 and it gets sent to the next available LAPD unit on duty. On December the 22nd of 2011, what was your shift? 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. in a marked police vehicle. What do you remember? Got a call around 8 a.m. Code 3. Code 3, we do that with lights and sirens. To the 8900 block of Hollywood Hills Road. What did you find there? An Escalade. I memorized the license plate. Why? I thought it could be involved in a crime. That way it left as soon as we got there. You know, they left as soon as we got there. Why didn't you go after it? We didn't have a crime yet. The front door was unlocked. We went in. What did you see? High-end watches and purses, some wrapped, some unwrapped. 2 detectives showed up when we came out. I saw the same black Escalade now driving down the hill. Then what? Kid Cudi arrived in a Porsche. You ran the plates of the Escalade, right? Yes. It came back as Bad Boy Records. No further questions. Cross-examination, Mr. Steele. This was 13 years ago, right? Yes. You read your partner's report, right? Yes. The streets there are dead ends, right? According to the map. It's a beautiful neighborhood, right? Cul-de-sac. Sure. You didn't follow the car as it drove away, right? Right. Did you see the Porsche? I don't know. Did you know the definition, or do you know the definition of kidnapping? Objection! Sustained. Were you told the homeowners was in the house shortly before you and your partner got there? Objection! Overruled. The door was unlocked, right? Yes. Breaking news. Wait a minute. Do what? Hold on. Breaking news. Wait a minute. Breaking news. Chucky actor then went on to be with the Lord. Oh, no. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Oh, I'm so sorry. That is so sad. Ooh-wee. Okay. Okay, let's see. Where was I? The door was unlocked. Okay. There was no furniture ended, right? No. You called in you called it a trespass, not a burglary, right? Because objection. I think sustained. No report of theft, right? No. If you thought that there was a pow pow in the Escalade, you could have put out a bolo, right? Objection. Overruled. Baby, the government is objecting on everything today, ain't it? That's child. Let me shut up, because y'all should have been objecting before now. Anyway, you didn't, right? Right. Any mention of security cameras? I saw some. Mr. Kid Cudi wasn't hyperventilating, right? He was tense, I'd say. Did you search his Porsche? No. I'm pretty sure he was like, for what? It was 8:20 a.m., not 6:30 a.m., right? Right. Nothing further. No redirect. The government calls LA arson investigator Lance Jimenez. Okay. I'll place a binder in front of you. Witness takes the stand. How many fires have you investigated? 100 a year. Everything between mansions to dumpster fires, LA is pretty crazy. Did you respond to an expert to an auto fire at 8925 Hollywood Hills Road? Yes. There was a cut in the roof of the Porsche. What about inside of the Porsche? Burn patterns inside? Any items? A bottle on the front seat? A handkerchief burnt? A lighter on the ground? What hypotheses did you draw? A Molotov, however you say it, cocktail. What did you think it got? How did you think it got in? Someone lit it, cut the roof, and dropped it in. Let me show you some photos. This is the black Porsche that was burned. What was burned? Yes. Wait a minute. Let me show you some photos. This is the black Porsche. What was burned? He responds with yes. Was it burned? I don't know what that meant. What kind of bottle was used? An Old English 800 malt liquor. And the wick? A designer type of scarf, silky. In my opinion, this was targeted. Oh. The partial DNA profile was it consistent with a female contributor? I was told that. Do you know what it means? No. Do you know if it is possible to touch an item without leaving a DNA? Objection. Sustained. what happened to the print cards? They were destroyed in 2012. On whose orders? Someone in LAPD. Not you or anyone on your team, right? I'm going to object to all of this. Can we have a sidebar? But one thing the defense is gonna do is ask for a goddamn sidebar. Okay? One thing the defense is gonna do is ask for a sidebar, girl. Okay, so they have a sidebar, and the judge always say he don't want a long sidebar, and then in the city press be like, yeah, right, it's a long sidebar. Okay? And look what he just put in the comments. After long sidebar. Jurors, we are trying to cinch up. Why don't we take a break? So the jury exits. All right, let me see something. What's up, really be boo? What's going on? What's up, Miss Major? What's going on, y'all? Miss Catherine Powell, what's up? How y'all doing on this good old Wednesday? They didn't investigate this one though. That's what it sounded like to me, which is why I was kind of lost as to. I mean, I guess I'm here for what he finna say, but it don't sound like an investigation was complete, because Kid Cudi also said that he didn't know about, and that's why people kept saying, how come he didn't know about the female DNA? Well, what he told y'all on the stand was that them people never got back in contact with him. That's what he said. That's exactly what he said. And then now we found out through Capricorn Clark that that Diddy wanted Cassie and Capricorn Clark to say, or to convince Kid Cudi not to even fill out a police report. So, child, they threw that to the wolves, is what it sounds like to me. Threw it over there to the wolves. All right. Anyway, Combs exits 2 with marshals into holding cell. Okay. His attorney says, let me get him. Combs is brought back in. The judge asked the government, what was the purpose of getting into that? She says that they are questioning the investigation, so we're entitled to ask this. The judge then says, when I heard the questions, I assumed that there was going to be a line of cross-examination about the fingerprint cards, like about the DNA, but that does not appear to be the case. So I am thinking of telling the jurors to disregard. He says, this is outrageous. Mark, you, boy, let me tell you something, boy. You got a smart mouth around there. And you keep playing with that judge if you want to. Keep on. Keep playing with that judge if you want to. Okay? Because he ain't really having it. I'm telling you. Y'all, I got an eyelash in my eye. Ooh. Give me 2 seconds, y'all. Ooh. Oh, baby, I got it. It was about to try to take me out of here. Ooh. Okay. Okay, hold on. Give me a second. I'm just to the screen. Oh, okay. Okay, here we go. So he said this is outrageous. And then he says, we are considering what remedies to ask for. Let me speak with my colleague. They implied that someone in this courtroom is responsible for the destruction of the fingerprint cards. They intended to attack the investigation. Recess. And it don't look like, oh, they're back. This was just 8 minutes ago, so we catching up, y'all. We catching up. Okay, anyway. They're back. My intent is to strike from the record any testimony about fingerprint cards and destruction of them. I will note that the only answers were that the witness knew about the destruction. I sustained the objection to it or to if it is or if it was abnormal. All right, so girl, we are going to move for a mistrial at this time based on the misconduct from the prosecution that has occurred. Some protective jurors said that Mr. Combs could buy his way out. This type of conspiracy is out there, and this is brought into. Ooh. They should have ended with the fingerprint cards were destroyed, but they asked, did he authorize it? There's no way to unring this bell. The only proper remedy here is a mistrial. Oh, this is absolutely unwarranted. It was Mr. Inglafio who wanted to inquire into the DNA into the investigation. Your Honor, can you just say that the jurors should not draw any inference from the destruction of the fingerprint cards? Application for mistrial is denied. Baby, I know Diddy's I know his defense team is over there pissing boots, honey. Oh, that is funny, baby. You thought. Well, let me tell you, Mark has been trying. Even last week, he tried to move something over for a mistrial. Boy, you keep trying it. You keep trying it. It wasn't Steele this time. It was Inglafio, Mark, his main attorney. Baby, keep trying. All right. I sustained the objections when raised. The jurors have already been told that questions are not evidence. Okay, Your Honor should tell the juror that the questions were improper. Okay, the government says they weren't improper. You could say disregard both. Ooh, baby, y'all was catfighting today. Okay, y'all better give us some action. Baby, y'all is catfighting around there today. I'm here for it. Oh, I am here for it. They got nothing else. That's why they keep doing that. That's why they keep objecting too. Oh, because in the Young Thug case, he asked for mistrial he gonna do that over here every day. Or Inglafio gonna do it every day. He a mess, child. That's why him and Steele work good together. That's exactly why him and Steele work good together. Cause they be cutting up. So they trying to say basically that he had like a mole or something in the LAPD. It's basically what they trying to say. Child. Yeah, the mistrial queens, honey. They belong together, honey, because they be doing the same thing. Same thing. Asking for a mistrial. No, girl. That just denied that quick. That's what you get. That's exactly what you get. That's exactly what you get. Yes, I hope. He had a few in the NYPD. Listen, baby. Shout out to y'all for being here today. I appreciate it. Please make sure as you come and go that you hit that like button. It is very important that you hit that like button. All right. So, will the court tell the jurors that the answers are not to be considered? I'll tell them that the questions and answers on the fingerprints are irrelevant to this case and not to be considered. Thank you, Your Honor. All rise. Child, Suge had some in LAPD, so I bet Diddy did. Yeah, I know he did. I'm sure he did. And I'm sure he did probably everywhere. And that's probably why he thought, he was untouchable. Mm-hmm. It's 10:23. It sure feel like it's the afternoon already, y'all. Okay, so let's see what CNN got while we wait for inner city press. 7 minutes ago, the judge denies defense motion for mistrial. Cause the defense keep trying it. Okay, we went over all this stuff. I did see Janice Combs getting out of the car looking like she going to somebody's funeral. And Janice, that wig, oh my God, I don't think you got no good looking wigs. I ain't never seen that lady in a good looking wig. They all that talking about Mama Combs is styling and profiling. Girl, I might give a shit about Mama Combs. Mama Combs is. Anyway, I feel the way I feel about Mama Combs. Ain't no what's her name? Hell. That wig was terrible. Like she fingered sang with the choir going up yonder or something like that. Ma'am. That wig is just, it's all matted up in the back. Girl, it's supposed to be curled up in the back. Girl, it's matted. And then the swoop don't even swoop no more. And then she got that hat on, them big old shades. Girl, they was like, ooh, you look so good. Y'all, that boy Dot that's over here on YouTube, he going by Dot, right? That's his name over here on YouTube. Why did he yell at Janice Combs yesterday at the courthouse talking about she fine and sexy and that he will drink her bath water? He was like, ooh, Jet, baby, let me show y'all real quick. I knew his voice. I know it's him. Hold on. They put that on I think they put that on a neighborhood talk. Let me see. That had to have been yesterday at some point. Or maybe I didn't see it on him. I could have sworn I did though. I seen it on one of these blog sites. I didn't save it, so I guess that was my bad. But anyway, as she was walking out of the courtroom, here he go hollering, talking about, Miss Combs, you so sexy. I'll drink your bath water. You look so good. I was like, no, sir. Why would you do that? Let me see. I don't see it. And I thought I saved it. But anyway, yeah, again, I know that was him. Like, sir, why would you do that? And again, it had to be yesterday because court was just in session yesterday. It ain't been in. Anyway, whatever. Sexy isn't usually the word that comes to mind of someone in their last days. Oh my God. Terms like healthy and great spirit are usually applied. Well, little baby, he's a dumbass. He's out there messing with Gene. He messed with the right one that time. Wait. So he's out there messing with Gene Deal? I know they said Gene Deal got into it with somebody. Hey, itty bitty diddy. How you doing, itty bitty diddy? That was disrespectful though. That was disrespectful. I felt like that was too far. I really did. I had heard that that Gene Deal had got into it with somebody down there to that courthouse, so it was him. Child. These folks, I'm telling you, I'm trying to tell you, honey. These folks, y'all better leave these people alone. Okay, do we got an update? Yeah, we got a couple updates. Let's see. All right. Jury enters. Judge tells the jurors, the question and answers on the fingerprints are irrelevant to this case and are not to be considered by you. Please proceed. Did you interview the owner of the Porsche? He said, Kid Cudi. Did you reach out to others? I reached out to an assistant. Her name was Capricorn. I'm going to object. Rephrase. Who did you reach out to? Capricorn and Cassie Ventura. Did Capricorn respond or assist? He says no. How did you reach out to Cassie? Wasn't able by phone. Tried through a family member. Did you reach her? Never. Were charges brought? No. But I never closed the case. It's listed as inactive. Nothing further. Oh Lord. Now let's see how they about to handle this. Let's see how they do, baby. Let's see how they do, because you trying around here. Talk about a mistrial. Mistrial these nuts. That's what you can mistrial. Oh, baby, you cannot be using these references during this Diddy trial. But mistrial these nuts. That's what the judge said. That's what the judge felt in his shining eye. Mistrial these nerds. What's up on the rocks with Jada? What it do? Yeah, they tussling down to the courthouse today, honey, is what I'm hearing. What I'm reading. Hey, Aunt Natty, what's going on? Baby, they tussling down there. They tussling in the courthouse. Now I heard they tussling outside the courthouse. Child, they were showing out. But that man shouldn't have said that lady was fine and that he could drink her bath water and all of that. That's just too much to that old lady. She already dealing with enough. She already doing enough. Okay. I think they're gonna pay the judge for mistrial. Not pay the judge. I don't know about this one. On the rocks with Jada. I don't think this judge gonna take it. I think this judge like, hell, we going all the way with this one. This judge don't play. Y'all, we moved to a new office building today. With these folks still moving stuff, my ADHD is telling me to start cussing. Not to start cussing. All these folks out. Can't concentrate. I'm on jury duty, daggone it. Okay? We are on jury duty, honey. Cuss them people out. Nah, don't cuss them people out. Don't do that. You need your job and stuff. You need your job and stuff. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. All right, let's see what CNN giving us. Prosecution done with direct examination. I don't know. That was good. That was good. That just said, he said, I move for a mistrial. Mistrial, move denied. That's what you get. Y'all think y'all trying to outsmart some damn body. You ain't trying to get nobody. I'm telling you. And Glafio, Mark and Steele, they made for each other. Okay. Them two straight up made for each other. Straight up made for each other. Jada said cuss him out. Ooh. Baby. I want to see if this lady responded to the fact that I said, because I'm grown. Wait, look, y'all. I just want y'all to see how petty I was earlier. I don't know why do people like to play with you and know you could be 20 times pettier than them? Let me show y'all. Look at this. Let me see. Let's go up here. Let me just go to the video. Okay, look at this, y'all. So I hate y'all gotta look at that ugly man, but I did this video earlier, right? And so you see the people in the comments. Let me scoot it over. So you see the people in the comments, right? Do y'all see this comment right here? Oh wait, what happened? What happened to it? Oh, there you go. What happened to the comments? Oh, there they go. Okay, do y'all see this? I made it big so y'all can see it. Okay, y'all see this? They said, why do you repeat yourself 3 or 4 times? And here's my response. Cause I'm grown. Cause I'm grown. Cause I'm grown. Cause I'm grown. And I repeated myself 4 times just for you. Stop playing with me. Girl. Quit playing with me. Cause I'm grown. 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 And look at Diego. Why do you ask someone how they should relate to news? If you don't like it, him repeating, how about you don't come back? Period. Period. I told y'all I don't play with these people. Girl, cause I'm grown, cause I'm grown, cause I'm grown, and I'm grown, and still grown. How about that? If I want to repeat it 800 more times, what you gonna do about it? That's what I wants to know. Child, that was funny to me. That was funny to me, child. 3 times, okay? Get out my comments. I just don't know why folks always doing the most. Like, girl, why is you doing the most? I don't know why you doing the most. Okay, anyway, I gotta get that ugly man off my screen. Because my God, today he is ugly. And I don't mind calling him ugly. Not y'all renaming y'all videos to mistrial. Girl, ain't no mistrial around here. They just said, I don't know what you thought this was. All right, let's see. Cross-examination. There was a DNA hit on the glass bottle for female DNA, correct? Yes. Do you remember when the results came back? Maybe 6 months. The test on the bottles, it was important, right? Yes. Okay, that's it so far, I think. Oh no. What does it mean? Partial DNA, female. I have no idea. I was told if we had a suspect, we could test against it. Any other DNA on the bottle? Objection. Rephrase. DXA52, which is an exhibit, of course. Just for the witness. So that means nobody else needs to see it, just the witness. Chef, we need to listen to some of Nasty Nesto calls so you can drag loose bowels Sonya. Child, that's somebody I cannot stand that damn Sonya. Ooh, I can't even stand to hear her voice. I can't. Hold on, y'all. Let me wet my whistle. Do y'all think I drank that whole jug of water yesterday? I did not. I'm almost done with it though. I got about maybe 20 more gulps and I'll be through with it. You know, not that many. Whew. I got about 10 left now. Whew. I'm almost done with it. Hallelujah. Okay, let's see. Seeing it is saying what? What y'all over here saying? By the way, if you guys have not caught up on the content, you have a lot of content to catch up on. I did a video on the Chrisleys yesterday. I did a short hot topic video this morning that was live. I also on the DonDons Unfiltered page, I put videos of them, raiding Martha's Vineyard. ICE is raiding Martha's Vineyard. So it's quite a bit for you guys to catch up on today. I will be doing my Housewives review today. I know it's a few days late, damn it. But better late than never. Better late than never. So your boy is working, okay? Hey, Miss Monet, what's going on, boo? How you doing? Hey, Chef and everyone. Hey, Baby Peaches, what's up? How you doing? Ooh. All right. Let me see. Okay, I'm still waiting on them to come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Hurry up and come on, come on. Hey, Miss Stephanie, this is a new day, Chef. Fill it up again. I got another one. I just buy them directly, and I just drink from them directly. I don't fill them up. But I got another one over there. I got several of them over there. Hey, Brittany. Hey, y'all. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Ooh. Okay. What is this? What is this? Dum, dum, dum. that I feel deep inside. What is this? It keeps setting my soul. Whatever it is. Whatever it is. Whatever it is. It won't let me. Oh my too. Oh my God. You just do not know. That is one of my favorite songs. Oh my God. I'll be walking around here singing it. And my brother be like, please get another song. No, sir. That's my jam. That is my jam. Okay? That is my favorite song by that family. You hear? Baby, I love to hear everybody's rendition of that song too. Like, I feel like you just can't really mess it up. So I live. I live. Okay. That's my jam, Catherine. I love that song. What is taking y'all so long? Shoot. I know that man over there talking. Okay, let's go. Okay, here we go. 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 Okay, that's a glove, right? And remember, he told him to look at. Oh, it could be a glove in the exhibit, whatever. Okay, he says that's a glove, right? Or I'm sorry, the defense says that's a glove, right? And the witness says yes. Did you find another glove? He said no. Did you test the glove for DNA? No. I understood that it belonged to the owner. It was a driving glove. Interesting. Your Uh-oh. Okay, hold on. Yeah, let me do something real quick. I knew he was gonna ask me to do that. Okay. Anyway. Basically, so he asking, did they test or could they tell that the glove was worn when the cocktail thing was dropped in the car? He said perhaps it would have been hot. Only the wick is what he's saying. Ciao. So they talking about what's the name? They talking about Kid Cudi in his car still. They still on it. Listen, if y'all join Patreon, you can join for 60% off for your first month of Patreon, or you can sign up for the year and you get 60% off, I believe, for the year as well. So take advantage if you have not signed up for our Patreon access. It's gonna be fun over there. And I do know I owe y'all two things for Patreon. I owe y'all a game night and I owe y'all a live. And I think we're gonna go live in Patreon tomorrow. Yeah, I owe y'all some stuff. Let's see. Jury is showing photos of the black glove in Cudi's car. The jury saw photos of the black glove in the back seat of the Porsche. Arson investigator Lance said that he didn't recall finding a second glove in the car. And Lance also stated that he didn't send the glove for DNA testing or collecting it as evidence because Kid Cudi said it was his driving glove. So he put that glove on to drive around. To get from here to there and there to here. Y'all. And one thing y'all do know, I will make up a song around here. I will make up a song, honey. We got 63 people in the chat. Again, shout out to y'all. I'ma do something. Uh-oh. Okay. Got 63 people in here and 80 likes. So that means y'all been liking the video up. Shout out to y'all. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. But I appreciate it. What? Oh, I will say this while we're talking. Someone hit me up yesterday, or I mean, it was like early this morning, and they were saying that they went back and listened to my video from yesterday and they heard me kind of going off. And it was funny because I was like, well, do you think I kind of did too much? Because I kind of got aggravated at the lady in the comments or whatever. And they was like, nah, I don't think so. Because they was like, I probably would have went clear off on her, but you kind of let her make it. And I said, well, it wasn't me. It was the mods. The mods got her tail up out of there. They got her up out of Dodge. I don't really know who did it, but they got you up out of here, girl. They got you up out of here, and you can't bring your ass back. Terry said, yes, she had to go. It was just too much. It was too much. I went back and I looked at the Nightbot comments. Yeah, she pissed me off. I like when you cuss the people out. Listen, everybody be saying that. We like when you cuss people out. Okay. Why is it showing me I got a new notification on my phone though? Let me see if this the same. Yeah. It's the same thing. Ooh. And if y'all feeling like being a blessing, honey, you know, lunch is creeping up on us. There's the ketchup if y'all need it. Lunch is creeping up on us, honey. So if y'all would like to provide lunch or something, there is the ketchup. And it's also going across the bottom of the screen too, child. Hey, PN2 Ross, what's going on? What is going on? What's going on? Tell me what's going on. Okay. So if this is, so the rest of the day gonna be interesting because if this is the arson, if this the arson guy, then that definitely mean that the next person that testifies is either gonna be Deonte or Mia. And remember, Mia is an alias to the Mia is a victim in the indictment, but she's going under the alias Mia. But it was once his personal assistant. So we're gonna see. I think this is gonna be interesting. And the way they tussling today, I'm interested in seeing where this is gonna go. Oh, come on. I'm on the edge of my seat, literally. Cause hurry up and get him off the stand. Cause these folks get him off the stand, honey. So we can move around and get to the people. Move him off the stand. Move him off the stand. Thank you, Aunt Natty. Hey, thank you, Aunt Natty. I appreciate that. I appreciate it. Okay, I just reacted to it too. Now, I wasn't really know that many people in my live this morning, but that live already got 751 views on it, which is actually really good because it wasn't nobody in there this morning. Let me see. They need to move on from the Cassie story. All folks are saying is that she's a you know what, little baby, I don't know if you were in here yesterday, but we kind of had a back and forth with one of the trolls yesterday, kind of about that type of situation. But I can kind of agree with you. I just feel like all of these victims are going to go back to Cassie, especially if they saw what went down. And I feel like that's just something people gonna keep saying throughout this whole trial. Because here's the thing, Cassie is not on trial. You see what I'm saying? Cassie is a victim in this. That lady is not on trial. And I really get tired of going. This is why I keep saying this. This is why I'm glad that I got 62 people up in here. I don't want a whole bunch of hundreds and thousands of people up in here because I feel like you can't really control what people be saying without blocking them or without like just kind of moving on. And then a lot of these big content creators chats, I just be seeing people say all kind of stuff, and I just be like, y'all pissing me off. So I just get out the chat, or I'll just listen to it and don't even be paying attention to the chat because it be pissing me off. But again, I don't think that. I think that we're gonna forever be reminded of what Cassie went through this entire trial. I do. As unfortunate as it kind of sounds, I think that we are going to forever hear about her. All right, let me see. The case has moved forward. The examinations from the fire department and the police department is damaging. Yeah. But then we're gonna go right back into like the Cassie stuff again, because the best friend is going to testify, or I don't know if he was the best friend, but he's a really good friend to Cassie, so he's gonna testify. So it's kind of gonna bring that back up. Mia's a new victim. Well, not a new victim, but y'all know what I mean. Cassie was the only other victim that we have thus far. So yeah, I think it's gonna be really hard to just kind of skate past Cassie, because I think everything's gonna fall back to Cassie. I will say this too, like I think with the prosecution, I think the prosecution is like, and I used this reference yesterday, and it was probably like, that wasn't the best reference to use, but what I said the prosecution was doing was slow stroking. They were slow stroking. And I don't think when the defense takes the stand and they do what they need to do, I don't think they're going to slow stroke. So I do think it's time for the prosecution to pick up a little bit more. I do think that. Because this slow stroking ain't getting us nowhere, honestly. We need to beat that thing up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Those are not good analogies to use, but wear that thing out, okay? Because the defense keeps objecting. The defense, to me, the prosecution could definitely eat this defense up if They wasn't too busy slow stroking. It's time to. That's what it is. That's how to beat that thing up, okay? We going too slow, okay? You know, them slow strokes only last, they only good for a certain amount of time. Yeah, take me to Pound Town, honey. Let's go to Pound Town, okay? Let's get to it, okay? Because you're taking too long. Child, I'm just saying. And also, something I was telling these people too, like, you got to realize everybody that has been a witness, they are not being tried. They're not being tried. The Don wasn't being tried as bad as we was like, now Don. She ain't on trial. None of these people are on trial but Sean P. Diddy Combs, Puffy, whatever you want to call him. Oh yeah, earlier we also talked about Don and Q from I was about to say Q from 112. Q from day 26. I know Q probably was finna say, now how the hell I get in it? They both Q's though. They both are really Q's. One just spell it with the letter and the other one spell it Q-U-E. Day 26 spell it Q-U-E and then Q Parker spell it Q. Just Q Parker. That's what I tell my hub. I got shit to do. Come on now. Come on now. Girl, them slow strokes is good for the first few minutes, but girl, go on and take me to Pound Town so we can get through. Itty bitty diddy. I cannot believe that lady said that. Oh my God. He got an itty bitty ditty, and then you got the nerve to say that he got a Tootsie Roll. Yeah, and did y'all see Nancy Grace over there unwrapping that Tootsie Roll wrap? I said, now see, you doing the most. You doing too much. You doing too much. Okay, I cannot believe that lady said itty bitty ditty. That is hilarious. Okay, the damage, it's on both sides of the bottle, right? He said, looks like it. Did Mr. Kid Cudi have more than one Porsche? I think he had a second one in the garage. Why isn't it in your report? It wasn't involved. Now, Mark, I don't like you. I really don't. Because sometimes I think you be asking dumb questions. Why is it not in your report? It didn't blow up either. What kind of question is that? Anyway, you were unable to reach Capricorn, Clark, or Cassie, right? When did you reach out? It was the first few weeks. Are you sure? Tell us everything about these calls. I believe Capricorn's brother answered and we disagreed. There y'all disagree on. And once Mr. Cudi told you it was his glove, you didn't investigate the glove anymore, correct? I did not. Nothing further. Redirect. When did you speak with Mr. Cudi? Same day. Nothing further. Oh shit. Now when they do that, they want you to they want you to just go ahead and feel cooked a little bit right there. Child. Uh-uh. Mm-mm. All right, get up off the stand, baby. Let's keep it rolling. Let's keep it rolling. He through. Who we got next? We got Mia. Or, nah, y'all not gonna do Mia next. I think y'all gonna do Deonte. It would make sense for them to do Mia before they do Deonte. Because Mia may be on the stand a little bit longer. Since she was considered a victim. So I don't know. Baby Nancy had me kikiing over here. I was like, no, she did. And then, who was it? Was it Mims? I think it was Mims. Mims put up that picture of that long Tootsie Roll, and I was like, it ain't the long Tootsie Roll. It's the little bitty one. It's the short Tootsie Roll. The smallest Tootsie Roll you can find. She said, that lady said, itty bitty ditty. So that means the smallest one you can find. Itty bitty ditty. That's crazy. Okay, come on, y'all. They done with redirect and oh well, maybe the defense got something else they want to add. I don't think so though. Let's see. I don't know. I think some of these people that we probably ain't really seen yet. I know we still got more witnesses to go, but who knows? You got to remember that they could possibly be called in on the defense's end as well. So that's going to be interesting too. Okay. So CNN gave us 2 updates. Okay, y'all. Here go Deonte. Deonte is there. Deonte Nash is taking the stand, y'all. Whew. All right, let's brace ourselves a little bit. Brace ourselves. Because ain't no telling what we going to hear. Whew. Y'all ready? Is you ready? Whole squad ready. I know he hates everyone. Knows about his bite size, and that's probably why he didn't really want to participate in them freak offs like that, because he knew he had an itty bitty ditty, and them other people, them escorts and stuff. Most of the time, they be well endowed down there. They be slanging around. You don't got nothing to slang. A Tootsie Roll don't slang around. Okay? A Tootsie Roll, as a matter of fact, a Tootsie Roll can be a little hard. You know what I'm saying? Little hard, itty bitty Tootsie Roll. Y'all, Deonte, the baby. Let me stand up and stretch for a second. Deonte, read him his rights, sir. How can Diddy control his temper in that courtroom? I think Diddy know the moment that he go off is the moment that he know it's all up from now. He better keep his cool. This is Deonte, his or Cassie's friend and stylist. He's also a stylist as well. What Brittany say? I bet that Tootsie Rolls stink too. Ooh, I bet it smell like sharp cheddar cheese. Ooh, some old sharp cheddar cheese. Ooh, Jesus, man. Some old outdated, expired sharp cheddar cheese. All right, here we go, y'all. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Let's go, baby. He on the stand. All right. Next witness. The government calls Deonte Nash. Are you here under subpoena? Yes. Do you want to be here? Absolutely the not. What do you work? Celebrity stylist. In 2008 for Puff and Cassie. How'd you get hired to work for them? Through a Craigslist ad for Bad Boy Entertainment? This photo, is it a fair and accurate portrayal of how you looked at that time? Not even close. It's a glamour photo. Yes, I look amazing. I know that's right, man. I know that's right. You better let them know why you want to. You better, okay. How often would you witness Mr. Combs and Miss Ventura's interaction? At least once a week. What did Mr. Combs call Miss Ventura? Bitch, hoe. What's CC for? Oh, Cassie Combs. Baby girl, slut. He would call it an outright hoe and a slut anyway. Oh, wow. How did she react? Very sad. Ooh. Oh, wow. Now, not you sitting up here talking about wow, the B word. Of course, y'all know that Diddy become. I mean, I never understood. Can I say something else too? I never understood how. Okay, y'all know how. Okay. Don't get at me if this does not apply to you. But y'all know how heterosexual men, feel comfortable with calling like, I'm old school. I'm from the country. The men call their wives their old lady. But when I started getting around the city, I started hearing them call their wives they bitch and stuff. They girlfriends, that's my bitch. What? Now listen, there's some stuff I wasn't used to. I wasn't raised like that. I always heard my old lady or my wife. That's what I heard. I never heard people until I started getting around like the city and stuff. I never heard people refer to, or straight men, heterosexual men refer to their wife as they bitch. I had never heard that. Didn't. But Diddy is another type of person, so I'm sure he said it all the time. But I had never heard that. And I ain't trying to be, like I'm too good or nothing like that. I just have never heard that. Okay, let's see. Did Mr. Combs make threats? Yes, that he would beat her ass. That he'd send her X tapes out. How often would he say that? Or that he would beat her ass? Quite a few. It drove her crazy. She would be super emotional. She might stay in the house for days. That's right. Come on. That's a friend right there. That is a friend. Let's go, baby. Let's go. I never understood that, y'all. I find it to be disrespectful too. Like, I heard a couple people reference they wives and stuff as the B word, and I'm like, no, like I don't like that. I don't like that. Where I'm from, you be like your old lady. Oh, and you not calling her an old lady, you calling her old lady, like OL lady, not old. But I guess people be different. And I think it also depends on like the generation too. Cause we weren't doing that. How often did Mr. Combs say you could not go out without his permission? Twice. The first time we went to a gay club with Kyle and Adrian. Who the hell is Kyle and Adrian? Then we went to her LA apartment. Puff called and told her that she better bring her ass to his house. She panicked. Who the hell is Kyle and Adrian? Do I got some detectives in the chat? We're going to figure out who Kyle and Adrian is. Are we going to figure out who they is? Kyle and Adrian? Kyle and Adrian, who y'all is? The Kyle I'm thinking of, it can't be him. He too young. He younger than me, so it definitely can't be him. I wonder who is Kyle and Adrian. Cause we just dropping names like we supposed to know who them people is. We don't know them. Y'all know them? Um, who? Ooh. Let's see what they over here saying. Celebrity stylist jokes about his headshot in court. Assistant U.S. Attorney Marine Kami showed Deonte Nash, a celebrity stylist and friend of Cassie Ventura. Notice it doesn't say former friend, so he is friends with Cassie. And recently, when it was Cassie's birthday, he just made a post, so they still good friends. A headshot of himself taken during the time that he was working for Sean Diddy Combs. He laughed and said no. He said he looks gorgeous. Okay, I was glamorous. It was glamorous. It was a glamorous headshot. I look amazing. I know that's right. You better let them know. 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 What did you understand Mr. Combs was saying? Objection overruled. She packed her stuff and went to her house. Did you attend a Vanity Fair party? Yes. Oscars after party in 2014 with Cassie. Puff was there. I also noticed something different too, y'all. Old school people that really know Diddy call him Puff. People that really don't, who rock with him in the later years, call him Diddy. Have y'all noticed that? Have y'all noticed that? People who started working for him back in the day call him Puff. Or that knew him from back in the day call him Puff. People, I think, over 2000 and whatever, 8, 9, they call him Diddy. So, I've noticed how they talked differently, and I feel like people that know him as Puff know who he really, really is. Yeah, people that know him as Puff, they know who he really is. We talking about Puff back in the day, know, with Biggie and all of that. Child, It's crazy. Mm-hmm. Yep. I just noticed how they go about saying his name, which is um interesting to me. The Puffy, the Diddy, the Sean, the Combs, and I could tell the ones who still, now to us, it may not seem like they should have this level of respect for him. But I've also seen people call him Mr. Combs, which I feel like is like a, if it makes any sense, like an endurement of respect to a sense of you ain't shit, but I can at least call you by your name, your last name. If he was locked up back then, maybe we wouldn't have to deal with him today. That's true. They could have done something to him back then, but he was good at being able to get away. He was, yeah. Wendy did tell us. I wonder what Wendy over there. Man, if we didn't need Wendy for nothing else, we need Wendy on this trial. And Wendy is right there in New York. Whew. Lord have mercy. Yeah, I wish Wendy was on the case, honey. Because if Wendy was on the case, we get everything we need. Oh, I hate when this happens. I want the actual notification. I hate when this happens. Okay, let's see. We fall down, but we get up. Okay. How did she look? She looked bomb. Her hair was objection overruled. Don't do that. Don't do that. Y'all making me sick over there on that defense team. Shut y'all asses up. Y'all, what is y'all objecting to the fact that he said that his friend looked bomb and that her hair, he was about to say her hair was lit. Y'all gonna piss me off over there objecting to nonsense. Anyway, Nash says her hair was long. Puff picked me up and threatened me. I pinned her hair up. She recorded music, right? Often. What was your role? I helped pick songs. I probably should have been called an executive. Objection. Sustained. Her mixtape, was it ever sold? The defense is pissing me off for real. Her mixtape, was it ever sold? No, it was put out free. But it did well. A top download. Just me and you. Just me and you. Um, the defense is pissing me off, y'all, with these objections. Like, if y'all don't find y'all something to do, what y'all keep objecting for? Dummies. Over here objecting and shit. We trying to get through. I know they probably got about to go to lunch in a minute. Just me and you. It's like the defense is trying to control the temperature of the courtroom because they are losing. Yep. And they've been doing this. They've been objecting since the first week in opening arguments. I mean, they've been objecting since Cassie been on the stand, and it's so annoying. Girl, you're objecting to non-factor stuff. It doesn't matter what he was getting ready to say her hair looked like. What did you say an objection for? You don't want him to say nothing crazy? You don't want him to talk about her shaved head? Okay, so let's get a little bit further into it. Deonte Nash is describing some times that he said that Sean Diddy Combs threatened Cassie Ventura. Nash testified that on multiple occasions he heard Combs tell Ventura that he would beat her ass. Ventura would be super emotional after these incidents, he said. She would cry. Sometimes she would just stay in the house for days and go in cocoon mode. Go in a cocoon, Nash said. Nash said that he heard Combs making other threats towards Ventura, including telling her that he would not release her music and threatened to get her parents fired from their jobs. Oh, now that's Diddy. Combs also threatened to send I didn't say nothing about Siri. Now when I do want you, you don't answer. Combs also threatened to send actual explicit videos of Ventura, Nash testified. Nash said that Combs would threaten not to release Ventura's music anytime she did something that he did not like. Wow. Okay, let's see. How much of her music was released? I'm being generous to say 10%. Wow. This would be a good place to break. Jurors, you may break. Jurors, leave. Then Nash. Miss Kami, what he'll say about 2013 is not about the tapes. No. Child. Okay, so they're going on lunch. Listen. Y'all know we'll be back. We'll be back. I'll be back around. I think that this is a good time for me. You know, I do my walk around this time, so I am gonna go for my walk, come back, and then I'm going to shower, and then I'll be ready. So it is 11:30. I say give me until 1:30. We'll get back into it. We'll catch up. And we'll go from there. And hold on, before you guys leave, before you leave, before you leave, before you leave, before you leave, I am going to give you guys. Y'all saying all my little business, ain't it? Let me give y'all this link. Hold on. Okay. Here is the link for this afternoon. So click that link and put remind me on it. Okay. It is now public. Okay. So put remind me on there so y'all could be right back here when court is resumed, okay? All right. I'll see y'all then. I see my buddy Ty East is live, so I'm gonna go enjoy him while I'm walking. I will see you guys back here at between 1:30 and 1:45. Okay? See y'all then. Peace.